Hey, it is another beautiful week of the international break, and a lot of countries are doing their trades. I'll be looking at the Three Lions of England plying their trade against Latvia, and the Super Eagles of Nigeria playing against Zimbabwe. And the Leone Stars of Sierra Leone traveled to Cairo to play against the Pharaohs of Egypt. And this is the offside. And I have with me, Nene. Nene, welcome to another beautiful week of the international break. We'll be looking at a couple of stuffs happening in various camps. A lot of countries have been playing, but the key three countries we'll be looking at are England, Sierra Leone, and the Super Eagles of Nigeria. I'll also be looking at stuffs that a lot of countries, they do, the antics they play in order to upset their opponents in order to get the better part of them. We recall in the time past when Nigeria traveled to Libya, and somehow they were moved to another venue, and all that Nigerian government had to say, look, you guys should come back. And the 3 points were awarded to the Super Eagles, and the Libyans were fined. This time around, we saw some photographs, making a lot of impact on the social media, where Ola and Iwobi were in a hotel where they've been assigned to, and it's a double bunk bed in a hotel in Rwanda. Rwanda happened to be one of the key tourist attractions in Africa. So, what's your take about such incident? Because looking at Rwanda and the kind of job that the president is doing, you don't expect to see a country FA like that to assign a hotel to players from the Super Eagles and asking two players to sleep on one bed, even if it's a double bed. At least they should have separated the beds. So what's your
No,
take?
I think I don't know if we watched because according to the video that I watched, the bed were separated.
No, there was a double bunk bed. And they were like complaining, say double bunk bed in one room. And
Oh, it doesn't make sense if that is the issue because, like you said, these are players. If it should have been better if it is maybe two separate bed, but bringing two beds together or whatever, it doesn't tell well. Honestly, like you said, Rwanda is a good country. Their economy is growing fast. It's well developed for such things to happen. Maybe it's a mind game. I don't know, but
anyways,
either way,
unfortunately it did not work
it
for them.
exactly.
Now coming back home, the Leo Stars traveled to Cairo, and the Leo Stars are joined on points with
Yeah,
Burkina Faso. They need to win. This is the must-win game for
absolutely,
them. They're
absolutely.
going to Cairo where they'll be facing players like Trezeguet and face Mohamed Salah. This is a tough one for them.
Yeah,
And we also heard that Mustafa Brundo had returned back to England because he sustained injury, and because his club side doesn't want to take chances, he has returned back. What do you think that Mohamed Kalon should do in this game in order to create a good impact? Because what if they're able to win this match, it means that they're going to come straight to a second
yeah,
position.
yeah.
So what do you think that he should do? Haven't done well, incredibly well against Guinea-Bissau in
Guinea-Bissau.
Liberia.
Yeah.
So what do you think that he should do?
I just think that the club needs to go with the same ginger, the positivity that they went through with Guinea-Bissau, go with Egypt. Egypt are a very good side. They have reputable players there. You made mention of you, Salah, Mamouche, and the like. They are sharp forwards. They play very well. They play for a very good league, and they are more experienced than our players there. But I just think that they should just go with the energy, the ginger, and the fire. Mama Calon just need to talk to them. You guys go there, try to win, but have fun and relax. Just the energy, the self confidence that they played with against
Guinea-Bissau.
Guinea Bissau. I think they can do it. They
Mm.
really can because if they put up that performance, the thing is not about the win, but the way they play in order
Yeah.
to get the win. They played very well and were able to knock a victory. I believe if they can play that well against Egypt or even more, like improve more, they're going to go there and win. They can do it. They have it in them. Kalon just need to calm them down and talk to them more.
On paper, the Leon Stars are the underdogs. But with the way Juma Ba played at 18, and he played with such versatility as if he's an experienced player, and with the way Kai Kamara also put up a
Yeah,
lot of
he is
energy. It
experienced
is
as
able to
well.
galvanize the young boys in order for
Absolutely.
them to put in everything, because what they just need is collective responsibility. We
Exactly.
go on the pitch and just show up that look, whether I'm not the one losing the ball, I need to chase for the ball. And if they are ready to play for 120 minutes, I'm telling you, they can go
Yeah,
to
they can
Cairo and
get
come up
there
with a good
because
result.
Egypt played against, I was watching their match against Ethiopia. They win the match, but it wasn't anything special. Just that Ethiopia weren't good enough for
Enough,
them, but
yeah.
it's not like they put on anything
Because on a
special.
good day, if you take the Leon
Yeah,
Stars for granted,
yeah, they are
they
going
take it to
to
the cleaners.
exactly. They performed very well in the last AFCON. Imagine that Leon Star playing very well like in that AFCON, and this Leon Star now that we all are saying that they are more formidable. They are going to trash Egypt. I just hope that they go with one mind, they fight for each other, they go and play as a team and not the victory.
Talking about trashing, what do you think will be your scoreline prediction for that match? I don't see them trashing
Ah,
Egypt, but I
yeah.
see a situation if they're able to take their chances that they can nick a goal. That's what they
Yeah,
need to do. They
yeah,
need to nick a goal. Then player like Musa Tumbo need to come up, need to come
yeah,
alive, you know,
exactly.
because this is a game where they need to take it to the Egyptians and show
Absolutely.
them that look, we are the underdogs in this game, but we're not going to sit back and allow you to
Absolutely,
take this from
absolutely.
us. Because
They
if
should
they
just
qualify for the World Cup, I can imagine how this nation is going to erupt.
honestly, that would be big for the country. Actually, to big, it would give us international recognition as well, bring in tourists and all. It will be big. But I don't want them to put all that pressure in their head. Let them just go one game at a time. Go there, fight and win against Egypt. You come back, we celebrate and bring that joy. You love the unity, that, but not too much pressure. I don't
Okay.
want them to go. I'm looking at the scoreline of Egypt are going to score for sure. The likes of Salah, Mamouche, they are there. They are going to score. They are good forward player. They are experienced also, so they are going to score. And we have an experienced defender as well, Juma. So they are going to step up. I know that. And the likes of Musa, he's not all he is a good player, he's one lucky player as well. So with the luck and his skill, I think we are going to score as well with Kai Kamara, his experience and his attributes, his energy. I think it's going to be a maybe a 2-1 win or worst scenario a 1-1 draw.
Okay. Either a victory for the Leon Stars or a draw will be a formidable one and a good
Yeah.
one for them. But I see something that is going to happen in that match. I see a lot of fire in the belly of these Leon Stars boys. They are rookies, especially because you're having a majority of the players from the home base. And I think they are going to surprise Egypt. Egypt should wait for a
Yeah,
surprise.
absolutely.
That is what I see.
But
My
they shouldn't underestimate us, though. They
No,
shouldn't.
if they underrate the Million Stars, they are in for a big surprise
Absolutely.
because they're going to go there and say, "Look, we don't have anything to lose. You guys are superstars."
Yeah.
And Mohamed Salah, mind you, he's not going to have the kind of opportunity he has in the Premier League.
Yeah.
You're playing against African stars.
Yes.
You're playing against
And
African
it's going to
players.
be physical as well.
Physical, yeah. Nobody gives you that
And
space.
I really do want them to go with a lot of physicality, just so that it's a threat. But I'm looking at it with the energy training power as well. I want them to go with physicality so that it will bring in a little bit of fear in there, because Salah has something to give to Liverpool. He doesn't want to get injured now.
I know where this man is
So
going to.
yeah, so if they are going with too much physicality, it's going to hold back. You see against Newcastle,
Yeah.
he hold back because the game was too physical for him. So if that can happen, I think he's going to, calm himself and withdraw a little bit, because he won't want to break his leg and Liverpool bottle the league.
Okay, talking about bottling the league, back there in England, Thomas Tuchel is showing how ruthless he can be coaching the Three Lions of England. He said in the last competition that England fell off, he said they were scared of daring. They were playing more in the qualifying series, and when they got to the competition, they were scared of being knocked out of the competition. It means that they cut down their sail. They were not flying as much as they should. Now, going to this match against Lavia, he has decided to ask two players. One of them is Tino Livramento of Newcastle, and the other is Aaron Ramsdale, because he said, I want everybody to give me a flying start. What is your take about this?
Um, Tuchel, I don't really want to rush into conclusion because he hasn't really faced a bigger and a more competitive opponent yet, like the like of maybe Spain, France. So I can't really say that the England national team is back. But with the way they played and with some of the players that joined the squad, I think they have a chance to beat Slavia. They do, and I think they're going to win. They have incredible players. Players are stepping up. The England national team is one of the teams that produce a lot of stars right now. Their players are doing very well in their individual clubs, and if they can come together, play as a team and push, like I don't want him to do the same compromise they did with the last match. If a player doesn't perform, get him off. Put in somebody that can perform until that person has fully, you know, get the energy, the vibe, and the ginger to continue. I have nothing against Foden, but we all know, if you're being honest, he's not having a good season. So letting him play for
That
that
much.
long, I think is not good for the team. There are
Mm.
players at the bench that are willing to come and play, that are willing to fight and do something. So instead of just leaving certain players in there that are not performing, bringing the younger boys are there. They will look at the performance Kelly put up. Let the others come in and put up the fight. Foden has been incredible. He has his own ginger, he has his own vibe that he brings him to the game, but he hasn't been solid so far. So I think that it needs to give him other players chance to come and let the others learn in the bench and maybe do something extra. But like I said earlier, I don't really want to rush into conclusion because he hasn't really faced that of an opponent that can say, okay, England, it seems like they are really getting there. But right now, I don't know. But
But,
kudos
but
to
but talking about Foden, do you think Foden, the opportunity has been given in the England team, do you think is overdue? Because it's the same way he plays for England, but
yeah,
when he goes to Man City,
it
I recall the
performs.
last time you said Man City is a system, Foden is
It's
a
a
system
system
player,
player.
and when comes to England, he doesn't produce those spectacular moments.
Absolutely.
Even when he has the opportunity, he's so skeptical of the decision making and
Yeah,
all that.
like he is not confident. I don't know if he is not confident with the players that he's playing with. Maybe he doesn't really have the bond or so, the ginger, the vibing with maybe his England colleagues or something. Because he's too, like you said, he hesitates a lot. He's not self confidence in the team. Like we have been arguing about this. Fans have, yeah, where we normally watch football. You see people arguing like Foden and Saka, and and a valid point that most to make is that Saka performs for both club and country,
Country,
but
right?
Foden doesn't for England. And I favor England, and having a player in India that does so well for the club but
Club.
doesn't do the same thing for the country, then
Mm.
I don't think that is worth giving the
Opportunity,
opportunity.
right?
Maybe you are right by saying that it's time and opportunity given to the team. It's long overdue. Maybe you're right, but or maybe maybe he still needs a little chance. Maybe he can do something. But honestly, this season, I don't think Foden deserves the call.
Okay.
I don't really think he
For
deserves
Foden
it.
is not pulling his weight, so we
Yeah.
hope that in the next match against Lavia that he's going to come alive. And now the next one has to do with Sekou Eric Shell of Super Eagles of Nigeria. The man is from Mali, but yet he's been given the opportunity to coach the Super Eagles of Nigeria going forward, just like Thomas Tuchel has been ruthless. He too has been ruthless, dropping Iheanacho and Okoye, I mean the goalkeeper Okoye,
Yeah.
the Lavden goalkeeper, and is looking at clinching the victory against Zimbabwe. And the Zimbabwe coach, in speaking before the match, said, "Look, I didn't expect the Super Eagles to go to Rwanda and defeat Rwanda. So going into this match, what do you think the Super Eagles should do? Because the person that took the shine off every other player is the current African Footballer of the Year. I mean, former African
Former,
Footballer of the
yeah,
Year, what's his
Osimhen.
name? Victor Osimhen. And the current African Footballer of the Year helped him in notching those goals that he scored.
Yeah.
It was the teamwork between him and Lookman. And so, what do you expect the Super Eagles of Nigeria to do in this game?
Well, I think they are getting it. They are getting the rhythm. we both are stars. We both can shine together if we play for the badge. So I think that is one thing maybe the England national team is lacking, because maybe they are full of stars and they are still not getting it. Who should work for who? Or let's work as a team, or let's just push this particular player or something. I think they are getting it. And kudos to the coach, because the coach deserves it, because he might be talking and doing one or two dressing room session with them and telling them the importance of playing together as a team or something. Or I believe that if like you say, they are working together, they are playing and knocking goals. Lookman assist Osimhen, which was very
Very
good,
good,
and
yeah.
the goals were incredible. If they go to Zimbabwe, they're going to, if they can beat Rwanda, who got a win from them the last game. I
That's
think they
yeah.
can do the same. They can go to Zimbabwe and beat them and go with take collect the 3 points, and that's it.
Anyways, that's it. And we are hoping for the best for other nations too that are playing
Yeah.
the French side, the Portuguese side, the Wales side. Everyone is playing in this international break, and we're hoping that most of the players are going to return back to base without injury.
I
Even
hope
though,
so.
even though Arsenal experienced one with
Yeah.
Calafiori going off, he's going to be out for a couple of weeks, and while Gabriel Magalhaes is back because he earned
A
a
yellow card.
yellow card which stops him from playing
Yeah,
the
and
next match.
Timber, I had Timber is sick as well.
So those ones that are sick, they have to return. And we're hoping that this
But do
would
you
be,
think it's a mind game?
you never can tell. Mind game for who? What is he playing mind game for?
Lim being sick, Gavi collecting card so that they can reserve their energy. They have
Any-
Real Madrid, so
Anyway, it's good for them to reserve their energy and come back stronger. It's not only
yeah,
playing mind game, it's mind game. You need to come back formidable. Because if you're
absolutely.
going to play against Real Madrid, that is something they need to go and surprise
Yeah,
Real Madrid
yeah.
because we're playing first at the Emirates.
A
They need
positive surprise though.
positive one, yeah, positive because we need to take victory. Because we know some people doesn't want Arsenal to even cross that place,
At
but
all.
Arsenal need to
Everybody's
do
not
something.
expecting us
I know,
to.
right? So this has been on this edition of the Offside from Nene. What do you have to say to our fans?
Come on.
Okay, why Nene says common? I'm saying keep supporting this channel and don't forget to hit on the notification bell so that you will be the first to be notified whenever an episode comes your way. It is the Offside. Keep supporting the Offside.
And please comment.